Hey, how you guys doing? Let's do it to it. Let's get in this. Alright. Our queen was sacked, so let's see what we can do to get some advantage here. Oh, because then that would be mate. Gotcha. Let's see, check. Comes there, we get mate. So, oh, sorry guys. So if rook takes f7 check, and this is if king e8, then queen e7 equals mate, equals checkmate. Excuse me. So he's not gonna do that. He may, he's gonna probably go. Because it's double check. He's got to move, and he'll move to king g8. And what do we do at that point? Well, maybe we just plain old rotates bishop, queen takes c5, and then queen takes c5. And now he takes the pawn. Because if we take f8, he just moves, and then the queen covers the square, and we don't really have anything. Let's see, f8, f7 check, king goes to g5, g8. If we try f8, he just takes. So rook takes e6 check, queen takes c5, queen takes c5 check. So I believe it's this here. Oh, wow, I totally missed that. Let's see, rook e6. If the d rook takes the d6 rook takes e6, then we queen. If the other takes, then we queen. I think we pick up a okay, we pin there. My bad. Hey, how you doing? Really good. Really good. Having a good time with chess playing. Actually, doing puzzles. So, can't have a bad day doing that. Let's see here. Trying to figure this out. So he pushed the pawn. What did he leave behind here? He left f4. He also potentially he's opened the rook. Oh, well, it's all in how you look at it. I enjoy doing puzzles because you get to see new things. The majority of these are from actual games, so you get to see the thought pattern of players, which is cool. That's why I like puzzles. Let's see, bishop h6. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Oh. I gotta find out why the other one doesn't work. Ah. He's able to stop it with the rook move. Gotcha. So with this idea, if rook here, we have check. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. He's got to be on the lookout for his best response in that line. I'm looking either, let me see here. Actually, I was trying to see if I can get rook g2, but there's no way of doing that. So check. If we go h1, then he can go g4. So I'm thinking h5, which would cut out any of our opponent's play. And if he plays h4, knight h1, king h3. Do we have really anything after that? What if he just moves? I just gotta check something out. Ah, there, it covers that. I gotta see these moves better. Let's see, rook takes a knight. So rook takes knight, queen takes rook, queen check on e6. Wherever the king goes, we have a discovery with our knight. There we go. Let's see, knight check, knight takes g6 check. If queen takes, then we take, and then king takes rook. We're still good, because eventually we're gonna win his bishop. We're gonna win the pawn. Oh boy, do we have enough compensation? Oh, we can't take with the knight because of the queen, but we could intercept. We could intercept with e5. Yeah. Let's see, queen d6, and then now we're threatening mate. thinking, do I push? And then if the bishop takes d3, bishop takes, king moves, we take the rook, but then our king take, well, the king can't take, can he? Yeah, I'd probably say that that's the move. Yeah. So it takes. Let's see, b5, b5, and if c takes b5, d, 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 that's mate. So one, two, one. Ay, okay. Knight d7, or knight bd7. Whoa, this should be interesting. The rook's almost on pre. If we somehow can get that knight removed, we would have a pretty good attack going. Well, I would love to somehow try to get a knight into g5, queen checks, and then knight to f7. That'd be my optimum spot. Queen check, then knight f7. We'd win the queen at that point. If we played bishop, we played bishop g5, pawn takes g5, knight takes g5. The rook's gotta move because it's under attack. We can check. Yeah, I'm gonna see if so check first. So I had the right idea, I just did it in the wrong order. we're having the right idea, it's just gotta do it in the right order. If I go e7, it's mate. If I take with the queen, he takes queen takes c8. There we go. Hey, Loki. Okay, let me see here. We have to go for a take KO here. Let's see if we can find any KOs. Say queen takes, the king moves over, rook there. We can't really take with the rook because the knight could interpose. So we'd really have to take with the queen at this point. Otherwise, it's interposing with this knight here. see if we played rook h4, he moves here, we can win. Oh, is it rook h8? Oh, rook h8, okay. Oh, because that stops him from playing his little sneaky move here. Okay, get all your pieces involved. Gotcha. Ah, so close. All we need is a queen here. Get that queen there or here would be very appreciated. We could play knight c3 or knight c7, bishop takes c7. Queen takes c7. Knight takes a6. Rook takes a6. And I don't know if there's any way to stop mate at that point. Well, maybe, no, there is no way to stop mate. So this here. Oh, ouch. What did I? Oh, snap. Huh. Oh, I gotcha. Huh, okay. Because we actually win a piece. He can't take here because of mate. Ah, wow, that's interesting. That is interesting to say the least. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh. Let's see here. Well, that should tell you always gotta make sure that there's always a kind of, I don't want to say back door because it's not. There's a way he can't take a piece because if he does, he loses. So a weak spot, even in the piece. Tal was known for that. He would put pieces, and you would think, "Oh, I'm going to defend with this piece." Then all of a sudden, he takes it, and you're like, "Oh boy, I can't take it, otherwise I'm in checkmate." Tal was a master at that. Just takes a4. Pawn takes a4. Or no, bishop takes a4, g takes a4, queen takes a4, bishop f3. Queen takes f3, pawn takes. Huh. What are we missing here? I'm just trying to see. I don't see. Do we have Boy, I'm trying to figure this out, because if we go bishop takes f4, g takes f4, queen takes f4, if bishop f3, pawn takes f3. Huh. I guess that does, because that eliminates the bishop off the back rank and he can't run anymore. Let's see it. Was there any other possibility though? Anything? Because I'm looking at queen h3, king e1. We'll give it a shot. I'm not sure. Wow, nice. I gotta see the continuation of that. Nice find there. Not that, sorry. G8. Well, H4, of course, but that's what's he doing? There we go. And then rook h2, okay, because then that cuts the king off, and we then can infiltrate via, so rook here and queen potentially in, rook here. Well, I guess yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? Because then we can always eyeball this bishop here. Okay. Gotcha. Ah, that is true. Okay, this is my line that I'm looking at. Bishop g3 check, king g1, and then rook h4, maybe rook h4 right away. Maybe just straight up rook h4 first. But the problem is the queen guards h4, which is where queen guards h4, which is where a queen wants to go. Oh, I know. I've seen this one before. Bishop at f4 check. It's bishop f4 check. That's you actually cut the queen off from. This is the move here. and then what happens is when the king comes over, then you have to cut the queen out, and I'll show you. I've seen this one before. You come over here, and when the king comes, then this move actually does mate in one, because there's no more queen takes. This move here cuts out the queen from coming in. You can't play, that's the only move that could be if you play rook a e8, the rook will actually take f8 and then you lose your rook. So you have to play rook f e8. That's the only way you can pin. Now you just take the queen. Yeah, it'd look like this. It'd be tempting to, because our nature is principle to actually play here, but the problem is he's got this here, and then what would happen is he can check us at that point. We'd have to run, or we would have to block, and then we'd take, and I believe his, even though we're entering into an endgame, I believe his position's better because of his pawns. His pawns are better than ours. Ours are all fractured everywhere, and I think it would be he'd have more chance of pawn breaks via c4, and then he also can go h4 and bring his king in. So and now he also, worse would be this here, because now he's got two pawns, and yes, we're all locked down. He's got full compensation for everything. Okay. I'm not sure what to do at that point. He has a back rank mate though. If we do that, then his queen will take. If queen f6, check, king takes, d7, and then rook takes, a1, queen takes, a1, check, queen f1, queen takes, f1, mate. And that's what would actually happen. Oh, wait a second. No, you're right. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're right. I forgot yeah. That's right. I was wrong there. I forgot that when we check after we play here, he comes over here and we come up. It's a double attack. I forgot about that. It's a good thing we looked at that, so that when the king takes, we actually could take here. Queen takes, and even if king takes, we can come back and grab the rook. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about. That was right. Good job. Glad we looked at it. That would have been horrible to have missed that just because we didn't take time to go over it. Yeah, I'm excited. Tomorrow they pick up the world championship. I'm excited about that. We're gonna get to see what their seconds have done. If they found out any uh, positional weaknesses in each other's play. We'll get to find that out tomorrow. Yep. They used to not have that. Can you imagine the intensity that would arise from that? It'd be like, whoa. Oh, not a problem. I would be like, I don't know, that the intensity that they're playing at that level is out of this world. So I don't blame them for giving them a rest day. trying to see if I'm trying to see if rook e1 doesn't do anything. For like a threatening of a pin. Oh, wait a second. That's silly of me. Queen takes a2. Queen takes a2. If queen takes e3, rook e1. Because we actually lured him into taking it so that we could pin his queen. Otherwise, if we tried to do the pin, if we tried this right away, he has a chance to potentially move his. Oh, right, he could take there, and then queen a3, and he's safe. We have no good discoveries. But because we take, he takes, then we can play rook e1, and he takes, we take, and we're operation go. Trying to figure out, we are in a deep quagmire of a problem here. I'm thinking potentially it's either knight f3 or knight f1. I'm thinking it's knight f1, because knight f1 or sorry, knight f1 check. I should say knight f1 check, because it guards g3, and he'll have to either come here or here, and then we can come back. I think we have perpetual at that point. Oh, I was wrong on that one. So knight f3, so knight f3, king comes up, check, king g, and then oh, h5. My line doesn't work. It'd be perpetual at that. He'd actually be able to run to h1, and then he could take. I forgot that his queen could take here. So, and mate, that was my fault. Trying to figure out how could we take advantage? Oh, wait a second. We potentially have queen c6 check. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, then he has to give his queen up, otherwise he loses. Because we can go after queen c6 check, king h, king h2, and then knight f3 check. Let me see. Don't get too excited. Huh. That's okay. So knight b3. There. I missed that. I thought about that. It's okay. Hey, you know what? As long as we're learning. Let's see here. Takes. Queen takes. King takes. Drat. That was my fault. I rushed that. Okay. Let me see here. let's see, rook takes D, pawn takes, bishop takes, rook takes, queen takes, and then we could play queen takes knight. Yeah. How you doing, Fox? I'm trying to see if queen G3 check is in it. Blundered on that. Boy. It's okay. We're not going to be on a losing streak for long. Don't worry. Wow, this is a pickle for sure. Take the rook and run the king. That's weird. What do you guys think? I think it's a draw. I don't think there's a way to win. Oh, wait a second. I had the wrong people. Wow. I gotta be able to see that. That was a stellar find. Good job. Yeah, that would be an interesting for sure. We'll do this one, then I'll put it on an unrated one, and I'll be right back. I want to finish this here though. B6 is what you were saying. B6 is correct. It allows him after everything, after all the trades, he can escape to B7. Knight B7. That's why. I've seen that one before. You can actually hide and go for a draw. No, it's wrong. Because he can actually win here. So maybe it's bishop h5. Bishop h5 holds the Okay. Ooh, we're almost under 2,000. We can't let that happen. We gotta amp it up. Hey, drunk. Hey, Chess. How you doing? Knight G5. I have to get a drink here. Check. Nice. Yes. 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 19 points. Hoorah. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Happy day. uh, King C3, King A5, King takes B3, King B6. Not sure. There should be a draw. I'm feeling a draw. I'm feeling a win here. Oh, that's funny. Okay, we'll do our Scotch game now. Ooh. It's still trapped. Okay. This is the line with Queen E2 check. I wanted to show you guys this one that I've been working on. Pontes. And the whole point of the Scotch is to get a pretty good development. Yeah. Isn't that a cool one? I gotta say, this was cool. But the whole idea is quick development, and at the right moment, white can trade off and cause a fracturing of black's structure. It's really a good opening, because now this is kind of a line. If people want to actually trade down, they could play Queen E7. I've seen this before. Queen takes, and then they can actually castle and castle, and then you go into a pretty quick endgame almost. That's kind of an idea. Then castles, and now we're first to the open file. He plays there, and bishop. The knight can't move because if it moves anywhere, we pick up a piece. And so we keep in contact with that, and we're threatening to again win a pawn. And now we're threatening to win a piece via bishop takes f6, and then the defender of the bishop's gone. So the bishop has to move h4. We're doing the same thing. If he plays something like, we'll say, I'm going to trap some. We pick up a piece. So he has to, by force, go to bishop to g6. This is more of a tactical. And let's see if there's one game where black wins. So let's take a look here. And then we'll, and let me see, what time do I got? Oh, perfect. Because if you think about it, he wants this rook to trade, and then when the king moves, potential doubling. And black's pawn structure, white will play against black's structure in an endgame, and white's better because of their pawn structure. You can almost just plan on. Well, that's so funny. They don't know how to play it right. uh, White should not have actually lost here, guys. It's ridiculous to lose in the Scotch game. You can't really lose. It's like, it's so cool of an opening. I like the Scotch, and you could pick up a whole pawn in that line. And if you try something like this, you just retreat back. So you could just take here. And you're still better, you're still a pawn up. I don't know why he was so afraid of taking this knight. This knight needs to be expelled from existence. You have to get rid of this knight. Then you can. I want to check some out. I'm going to have him take and see what the difference is, and see if it's winning or not. Oh, so he can come here and fork. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, I'd lose an exchange. Gotcha. Okay. At least we know now. Nice win of a pawn there. Had to make a spot for the... Where did he go wrong though? Wow, yeah. He got trounced. Yep. Ouch. If you guys got any games you'd like to go over, I have time, I think. Let me see. Yep. I got time for like one game if you guys got a game to go over. Do you got a game, Fox? Oh, that's funny. Panic Basket. You got a game, Fox? So is all draws on the pawns? There's a pawn draw. We'll do one. We could do one game to go over. Oh, and thank you for putting the game in and checking it, because I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't a winning chance in the lines. I appreciate that you took time to do that. Yeah, that was great. But who'd have thunk that usually the Scotch game leads to more of an advantage for white, slightly because of the fracturing of black's pawns. It's usually slightly at least equal or better for white. I'm surprised white got trounced here though. It tells you gotta be careful any opening that you do play, because you might get annihilated if you don't watch it. I'm still a little curious why that doesn't work though. I think it's because he can actually do there. I was thinking if he kind of gets a little too hyper and then plays here, you could retreat back and then pick up a rook. So he has to at this point take with the knight. That's the only way that he could actually win here. And if he takes there, then you lose a rook, so it'd be over at that point. That's so surprising. Gary played the Scotch game and won. There's more Scotch lines that we can go over too. There's different Scotch lines, and they're all fun. So we'll go over all the Scotch lines. Let's see here. Let's see if there's another. While we're waiting, we could pull up a. Ah, there we go. Perfect. So what opening is this? Oh, the dragon? Oh yeah. My teacher loved the dragon. He won. He won the state with it. So if you notice, the idea is they're getting ready for if pawn takes here, the knight can actually take back. And you gotta be careful though, because bishop takes. I think we're still okay here. That's kind of the idea. It's to weaken the pawn structure. knight takes, and then pawn takes. And it'd be tempting to actually take, but I think e5 just is a little too overbearing for white, because then you have to come here and you can then just push onward, and once the knight moves you'd have to move here, and then you can attack there. If he comes here, you have potentially that move, and then you've weakened every single thing in its position. So now black's structure on the queen side is broken. So it takes, castles, and let's see, 5 versus 5, but these pawns are yucky. Knight f6, and then knight g5. The pressure's starting to mount, and now this pawn's under fire, so the knight has to retreat back with an attack. So that's actually a good move, and we're keeping the threat of a pin on the rook with a discovery of winning a pawn and potentially an entire piece. So that's why this rook move was trying to trade. You could try that, bishop takes, and then knight check. And black comes out ahead a piece in that line. So wham, there. Now at this point, because everything's good, he can actually take. Bishop takes, and black is down an exchange, I think. No, he's got 2 minor pieces for the rook. This attacks the rook. So he's trying to and now he's up in exchange. Pawn takes. He's got these 2 pieces for the exchange, but black's pieces are so awkwardly positioned, it's weird looking. Yeah. And white has actually come out 2 pawns up. Actually, if you want to think about it, Yazzer are considered double pawns like this, 1. So he's actually come out 4 pawns ahead. Now there's no beating white. White can't be defeated now. And black's gonna be good to get a draw if he can. Which really he can't. Now white's just gonna go after this pawn here, and he can even start pushing and break this down and just trade off and have 3. There's no way to win. Alright, let's take a look at the Fabi game. Oops, we gotta do it Fabi's side. Fabi was black. Interesting. Could potentially E6 do anything? So I found the correct line. You'd have to come there and then try somehow to get an attack going. Potentially something like that. So there was potentially a win. Maybe up the board that way. Okay, so there is no way to win. What is saying it through the engine? And I think it's over now. I think he'll get checked forever now. And finally they agreed to a draw. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, wow. That was a long one. Do you guys got any questions on anything we went over today? Do you have any questions? I'll give you 1 minute to see if you guys got any questions. Hey, there we go. Loving it. Yeah, do it. Okay, I think he should. Yes. That would be a good if he did. Well, guys, I wanted to thank you for logging on, and hopefully he does. That would be something to win with this scotch, wouldn't it? Oh yeah. And that'd be like we'd be like, yay! We're studying the opening that Fabi's gonna play. That'd be cool. We also have to keep in mind that whenever we set our own limits, there are no limits. That's what Bruce Lee says. There are plateaus, but we must go beyond the plateaus. And that's what we have to. We're starting to pick up the patterns and remember the patterns. Like we even said for like 3 different puzzles, we're like, we've seen that before. That's what you're going to start to be able to see. We might not have been able to see in the same position, but it's very similar in its setup, and we were able then to use our tactics. That'll start happening more and more and more. You'll start saying, "I've seen that before. I've seen that before," and your sword that was just metal is starting to be sharpened, 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 and it's going to end up becoming a very fine blade of focus. And like what we talked about in, if you're doing a mine and you're looking for diamonds, not every day it's going to be a diamond. Today was a blessing. We had a diamond day. We got our points back. That was cool. And we got 19 on one. Yeah. Congrats, guys! And you know what? We just have to be more aware of our puzzles, because some of the puzzles we missed, we had the right combination, just wrong starting ground. Right idea, wrong starting ground. We also had we didn't take a piece when we could have, and then it would have worked. That happens. That's just, you just have to keep aware and keep your mind focused throughout the entire game. It's not over till mate. So remember that when you play an over the board or online, the game's not over till there's a 1 on your side. So just, that's what Grandmaster Simon Williams was talking about. A lot of games are lost because our draws happen because people get complacent, because they think I already have the win in the bank, but they don't. There isn't a 1 on their side yet. It's not checkmate, and they're not on to a new game. They're still playing in that game. So you need to make sure that your game ends up a win before you do anything silly. You know what I mean? You don't want to boast that you're gonna win and then have it backfire. You do not want that. You don't want to have you don't want to have your name out there. And let's say we get famous, and then we're like, yeah, we're gonna win this tournament. We're gonna take it, and then we go in there and we say, yeah, we're gonna win. Then all of a sudden, oh, it's a draw. Not so good. And then everybody says, oh, you know what I mean? And you can fill in what the oh they're thinking. And so just keep that in mind. Don't boast, and even if you are gonna win, still don't boast, because pride goeth before a fall, and you don't want to fall, and you don't want to be known as a boaster. The whole goal of chess is to better chess, not to crush your opponent, make them feel bad. It's to get better and improve it. So we just have to be mature in what we do in our chess training and our play. You know what I mean? We just gotta, like what Bruce Lee said, we have to know what we want to do and apply it. We have to be willing to take the next step and do it. And always, like in Meet the Robinsons, keep moving forward, learn from your mistakes, and then you're not doomed to repeat them. You can learn and keep moving forward. If you lose, it's a hard thing to do. Take your game back, find out where you went wrong, come back stronger, and you'll be an even better player. And you know what? I believe in you guys. I know you. I know you can do it. And just, you know what? Stay with the Lord. Keep in His will, and you can't go wrong. Okay, well, guys, I wanted to say, what do we always do? We hang up our coat, we hang up our hat, and we sit down and study when most won't. We do. And that makes all the difference in our chess play. Okay, I'm excited. Yay! Tomorrow's the start again of the World Chess Championship. 2 thumbs up. Okay, as Wesley So says, to the Lord Jesus, and as I say, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening, and Lord willing, I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll keep pushing forward, sharpening our blades, and mining those mines, and finding diamonds of knowledge. Great job, guys. Go Team Chess Cruncher, hoorah. 2 thumbs up. Keep pushing forward, guys. Be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.